All right, now we're going to go over some closeout of the day type of things. It does go in line quite a bit actually with how you start your day based on a previous video that you watched. But in this case, instead it's just their closeout materials. So we go kind of over the same steps, um, and just make sure that when you do this, you kind of give yourself about a good hour, um, just in case snags happen. Calls are still going to be coming in, and if something does happen, you're going to need time to address it. So the last hour of your day should really revolve around these items. So first and foremost, check the schedule. Make sure all the jobs are going to get done. Of course, in the morning, you verify you have capacity. In the middle of the day, you want to make sure you're on a good track so you don't end up in a crunch time situation. And then at the end of the day, reconfirm, make sure that the pulls and the jobs are going to be completed. And if they're not going to be completed, what are we going to do about it? Um, do we need to get them covered for today via another technician? Are we rolling them to tomorrow? And if we are rolling them to tomorrow, we need to contact the customers and let them know. Rolling the customers is never the number one priority. You want to try and avoid that at all costs. That's why you should always check in the middle of the day just to confirm. But if you absolutely have to, we just need to make sure to contact them, give them the heads up. You can see that on the schedule. Just look at the technician and kind of where they're at, how many pulls they have left. This is a situation where it seems kind of like we're in a crunch time situation. They still have four pulls, and three pulls, and it's 3:30. I've already spoken with them. The jobs are going to get taken care of. It's going to be fine. Everybody is moving a little bit slower because of all the rains that we've had recently, and there's some leaves that are starting to drop. So um, the days are going to get a little bit longer while the sun stays out a little bit less. So once you've confirmed that the technicians are going to have all their jobs done, go ahead and check your notebook. Make sure you don't have any leftover notes on your running list of things to accomplish, such as do customers need to be put in the system? Do jobs need to be placed on tomorrow? Do you have any other items in the queue that you're still needing to get placed onto the schedule? And are there any other customers that you need to follow up with before you leave for the day? Make sure you contact those customers and do what you're supposed to with those jobs accordingly. So that's confirming the field labor part of things. Second, you want to check your emails. Make sure that everything's been caught up. In a previous video, I stated, of course, if you haven't checked it, don't just click it and then go somewhere else, because then it'll disappear. So essentially, at the end of the day, all of these shouldn't have anything on them, because that would mean you've verified that email and you've responded to that email or done something about it. So you want to make sure all of these are in the clear. In the case of this one, I clicked on it. I just go back because I need to follow up with these people and just make sure it's still there. So before I leave, these two will have been deleted from here because I'll have followed up with them accordingly. So just make sure that that's all good to go. Um, Once that's been done, it's verifying purchase orders are in the system. The fact that these show nothing in them, especially in the service one, shows that all POs have actually already been placed into the system. Notice they've been clicked off. So I've gone through and I've already done that. And then check your AR. This is another video as far as that's concerned. So confirm that the POs are in the system. Now I'm going to go over to the server, to QuickBooks. I want to make sure that any money that was supposed to be collected has been collected before I leave for the day. I'm going to do that by using the aging detail. I'm going to close these out so we can just start from the beginning. I'm going to go to the Reports tab, go over to the Customers and Receivables, AR Aging Detail. And you can see these are ones that are kind of a running number of things that I'm needing to get that we haven't made contact with them. I've emailed them in regards to missing the payment currently. I've called them in regards to getting the payment up to date today already. These two down here are in regards to some disputed charges from QuickBooks. I've sent QuickBooks an email, asked for a follow-up on these to see when this money is actually going to be hitting our bank account, because we have successfully disputed these things and we should be getting this money back. As for this one, this was a total amount. It was $1,163.28. I actually made a deal with her for a payment process. We split the payment into two. So I actually collected half of this payment, and then I made a note on her name that said the rest of the balance is due on 11/1. So all the payment and all the money has been collected for the day. Um, I go over to the accounting tab, click my work orders, refresh this, see are there any new invoices. So let's check. Are there any new invoices that need to be pushed into QuickBooks? Nope, they're all taken care of. All the money is good to go. I've come into here. I've used this as my reference points, collected the money that I needed to collect, and followed up with the people that I needed to follow up with. Um, all in all, really that's it. Just make sure that the the calls are all finished out for the day, that your emails are all caught up for the day, that your technicians are going to be completing all of their jobs, and you've moved any jobs that you needed to the corresponding day and put the customers in the system. Check your notepad. Make sure that your running list of things, which everybody should always have a running list of items to tend to, has been checked off and cleared out for the day. And just make sure that you've collected all the money. Once that's all said and done, you are good to go. And really, those are your end of day closeout procedures. Start over again tomorrow.